Thank God for equity.
Okay.
These
so
people.
The last story that we have here for the left,
So
stories
bad.
blowing up in their face. It's awesome. It's
Word.
super awesome.
And can I just say, what a way to cap this off? Like I felt a little.
Yes.
I feel like the left was getting a lot of W's earlier in the day, a little bit, but this
Yep.
is just. This is choice.
Yep.
This makes me feel real good about it. It makes me really sad for my city next door, but you know,
Yep.
that's,
We are.
I'm not allowed to go there anyway, so I guess it's fine.
I think this will be probably our last story for the day. And then we can hit one of these other
I think so.
stories in the aftermarket because we're closing in on our traditional 4-hour mark now.
Indeed.
As we do all the time.
I remember when it was 2, I feel.
I know.
Oh,
We're
my
the worst.
Penn swimmer.
Yes, this is
Penn
the Penn State Swimmer. So this article is actually from ABC News. 16 Penn swimmers, and it's the way they write the headline is very interesting, right? 16 Penn swimmers issue letter in support of new transgender athlete rules. That's what it says, right? So it makes it sound like they're in favor of like some new rules that came out or something. In reality, 16 members of the University of Pennsylvania women's swimming and diving team sent a letter Thursday to the university and the Ivy League applauding USA Swimming's new policy for transgender athletes. Okay, so it is the new policies. And arguing against teammate Leah Thomas's participation in the Ivy League championships this month. The letter urges Penn and the Ivy League to support the swimmers, quote, as biological women and not engage in legal action with the NCAA to challenge. U.S. Swimming, the sport's national governing body, released a new policy for elite transgender athletes Tuesday. The policy requires trans women to undergo hormone therapy and have low testosterone levels, less than 5 nanomoles per liter of blood, continuously for at least 36 months before applying to compete at the elite level. They must also provide evidence that going through puberty as their sex assigned at birth does not give them a competitive advantage over their, quote, cisgendered female competitors. USA Swimming said it was prompted to release the policy after the NCAA scrapped its 11-year-old guidance for trans athletes and adopted a sport-by-sport approach similar to the International Olympic Committee. Under the new NCAA guidance, athletes will look to the trans athletes' policies developed by their sport's national or international governing bodies. For swimming, those bodies are USA Swimming and FINA, the International Swimming Federation, but FINA is still developing its own policy. The NCAA released a new policy last month after weeks of pressure from critics who said Thomas's participation is unfair. Thomas swam in the men's team at Penn for 3 years, then began swimming on the women's team in November. In December, she became the target of transphobic rhetoric. When she swam in the top times in the nation this season in the 200-yard freestyle and 500-yard freestyle. It's unclear whether the USA swimming policy will reflect Thomas's eligibility. A spokesperson for the NCAA said in an email that consistent with the group's policy, the commitment on safeguards and medical aspect of sport will review this change in its next meeting and will make recommendations as it deems appropriate, the NCAA Board of Governors. The letter from Thomas's teammates, which was sent Thursday by Nancy Hogshead-McCarr, an Olympic champion in swimming and founder of Champion Women, a nonprofit group that provides legal advocacy for girls and women in sports, said they fully support Thomas in her decision to affirm her gender identity. Leah has every right to live her life authentically, the letter, which Hogshead-McCarr shared with NBC News, says. However, we also recognize that when it comes to sports competition, that the biology of sex is a separate issue from someone's gender identity. The athletes contend that Thomas has an unfair advantage and that some of them have lost competitive opportunities as a result. They said that of the 41 members listed in the team's roster, only 18 are chosen to compete in the Ivy League Championship, which begin February 16th. We've all been told that if we spoke out against our inclusion into the team's competitions, that we would be removed from the team or that we would never get a job offer, the letter states. When media have tried to reach out to us, these journalists have been told that the coaches and athletes are prohibited from talking to them. We support Leah's mental health, and we ask Penn and the Ivy League to support ours as well.
There it is. Now, do you want to watch Leah Thompson just smash the rest of these women in a 500-meter freestyle?
Let's see it.
All right, so this is just the last leg, obviously, but you will note right off the bat here. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Boom. Of course, I hit a button, so it jumps out. Leah Thomas, right there. Here's kind of the rest of the pack coming up, and just watch this thing. Okay, bing, bang, boom. Way out ahead of the pack. Flip, flip, flip. Twist, twist, twist. Nobody's even made it yet. Nobody's even made it to the halfway mark yet on the lap.
Oh, shit.
And hot dog, here it comes. Hard, easy W. There it is. There it is. Now look at that fucking wingspan. The arms on that thing, some real Michael Phelps style. Long arms, short arms. It's not good, dude. It's not good. That's that. That's that.
Oh God.
I'm gonna show up the I'm gonna do the Bridget Fetisi line.
Women.
All these, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I'm just gonna say it seems slightly unfair.
You can only deny reality for so long, not just the reality that there are in fact biological differences between men and women, but that such widely affecting topics require a nuanced discussion, not a wholesale consumption of leftist rhetoric to save emotions.
Damn.
That
Almost-
wholesale consumption creates protected classes, can create situations that make or break futures and cause the people, children in this case, that want to do right by they're not children, they're adults.
Yeah.
So kids in this case, I still feel comfortable calling them kids, that want to do right by their friends and team, but also want the fair shake they worked for.
Yeah.
Right? All of these women.
I
they're
don't
going
want to
college.
dismiss anybody.
They're swimming in the NCAA.
Yeah.
They fought very hard for this opportunity. They deserve
yeah.
that opportunity.
I bet a lot of them got there by scholarship.
Yeah.
You know, they've proved themselves before, and now they don't even get a fair chance to compete anymore. And if you're a woman, I don't understand how you can find this even semi-okay. That means you're just not allowed to win anymore if that's the case. If you're unlucky enough to find yourself against somebody like Leah Thomas, you're just done.
Hopefully you can make it in third or second.
Hopefully you can make it in second place, and then maybe you'll be recognized for the skills that you have.
Maybe.
Even though you're like 50% as good as Leah Thomas is, but I'm not a fan of this, man. I don't like to see the patriarchy being real crafty and stealing W's, buddy. Because that's what I don't see this for anything other than it is. It's a bunch of women that are losing out on their chance at their shot and their chance to stand in the spotlight and really just girl power it up. You know, show me what you got. Sorry, can't do it. You're racing against Leah Thomas.
Show me what you got. Is that what you're talking about?
That's it.
Is that what you're
Show
saying?
me. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh shit, Rick and Morty. But yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool. You know, but Penn State's got it going on, bro. You got Sandusky, and now you got Leah Thomas. Sounds
This
great.
is another example. Maybe this will prove to people that Joe Rogan is not a transphobe, because this is another example.
Impossible,
right? Another piece of evidence to indicate, just like Joe Rogan's show, our show, many of these other shows, that you can be in favor and in support of trans people, right? You can have zero issues with trans people at all.
At all.
You can be in favor of them doing whatever they want with their own body because it's their own business.
And I super support you doing that.
You can also be in favor of biological women being separated from trans women as far as sports go and physical competition, right? In those arenas specifically.
I don't got any
physical
problem if you want to play a
competition.
chess match.
No.
It's whatever.
Your brain is not different. None of these other things are different. But to act like you and I are not going to go into, I don't know, any given competition and be like, we'll be fine. You know, we're women now. That's ridiculous.
Zuby.
No.
Zuby. You remember that? That was a while back, but the UK British rapper, entrepreneur, general kind of badass of the world, Zuby, identified as a woman for a day so that he can compete in a lifting competition and won the gold, and then yeah, that's how he got big. Oh god, it's such a great video too. Yeah, that's how he really rose to prominence, was the controversy after that, because he's like, this is ridiculous. And
That's
so he did that, and then it's all just snowballed from there.
Then he's the worst person
Fucking
ever.
wild.
That's so awesome.
I
love that
Zuby.
so much.
He's like the new Will Smith, bro. He's got clean rap and shit.
I follow him,
He's
but I
wild.
didn't realize that's what his claim to fame was.
Yeah, it was like
That's awesome.
4 or 5 years ago. Yeah,
That is awesome.
Just cleaned house, dude.
I'm gonna look it up right now. That's excellent. I love that
Right?
so much.
Oh god. So I think I'm trying to think. What's another leftist L? There's so many of them these days.
Well, the dropping of all the mandates.
Dropping all the mandates
you
is
know.
interesting.
It's gone on for so long they literally can't deny it anymore.
Yeah.
Rapper Zuby beats female weightlifting record. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. It's so good. Does it say how much he lifted?
while identifying as a woman in response to transgender athletes.
Try and stop me.
See.
Does context matter or not? That is the question.
It doesn't say how much he lifted. It just says that he beat it. He broke the record.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still the reigning record holder.
That's so awesome.
fairly
I love
sure.
that so much.
And it's just
What a joke.
Just a fuck you to the system. You know, that's what that is.
Oh, they took the video off of this.
Of course they did. It's the UK Sun, right? That's what you're looking at?
The Sun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're not going to show
That's
that.
so awesome.
Does it say when that happened?
Let's see. This article
Curious.
is from March of 2019.
2019. That seems about right.
That
seems
is
about right.
absolutely incredible.
Isn't it? I love that. I love that even this far into it. Sometimes I can give you little tidbits of things that we don't remember, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's great. Oh God.
No.